business to go to another level. You must try to learn and hear something new. So make the change today. So don't procrastinate and see your business grow and change. So check out Testing Results, yeah, with Tony Harris Taylor. Tony Harris Taylor. Testing Results, oh yeah, with Tony Harris Taylor. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the Drastic Results with Tony Harris Taylor show. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, and I am the CEO and founder of Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I help entrepreneurs, especially those of you who sell yourselves, learn how to get known, get connected, and get paid. I'm also the franchise owner, an award-winning franchise owner of Network and Action Global Partners, where I bring business owners together to build relationships, connections, collaborations, so they can make more cash together. And then lastly, I am the host of the Viral Networking Conference and Tour, and we bring the conference to introduce marketing strategies to help business owners to grow. Welcome to today's show. The theme of today's show is collaborations. Collaborations are so important to business owners. And the way I define a collaboration is when two people come together, they either do similar things or they do complementary things, and they can collaborate to help each other. Let me give you an example. My guest today is Caitlin Penny. Caitlin is a branding marketing agency and strategist. And so what she does is goes into companies to help them determine their brand, their messaging, their target audience, and then she gives them their collateral, their logos. In fact, she created the Drastic Results logo in my background. So I love Caitlin's work. She woke up with the inspiration, created this drastic head over here on the shelf. That is Caitlin's work. So you get who Caitlin is. Well, Caitlin's clients also need copy, right? For their websites, for their newsletters. So Caitlin met Val at my conference in 2020. They met online, but then they finally met in person at the Viral Networking Conference in 2021 and became a collaborative team. That is an example of collaborations. I remember getting a call from Val at 9:00 at night one night. Tony, you got a minute? I need to tell you something. She called me. She said, I just closed my first 5-figure copywriting deal. And I said, well, where did you get it? Caitlin. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is collaboration. Another great example of collaboration is I became a member of a mastermind group, and the coach of that mastermind invited me to talk to the mastermind members about networking. Many of them need help with networking. He has my people. So it's been a great experience. That's the definition of collaboration. Today, you're going to meet Caitlin Penny, who is out of Phoenix, Arizona. She is next to me, probably one of the best networkers I know. So we want to hear her story about who she is, what she does, but also we want to hear about her take on collaborations and why they are important to growing her business. We'll be right back with my guest, Caitlin Penny.
The dexterous lifestyle is meant for those of us who live hectic lives. But with the right tools, information, and resources, we can strive for order, peace, health, wealth, and calm. It's not too much to ask. We deserve a dexterous mind, a dexterous body, and plenty of dexterous spaces to support our dexterous lifestyle.
All right, we are back with Miss Caitlin Penny. Caitlin, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tell everybody in your own words. I set you up, but tell everybody in your own words who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, I'm Caitlin Penny. I am the brand expert and CEO of Copper Theory Creative. We are a full service marketing agency in Phoenix, Arizona, and we specialize in taking your brand, your personal brand, and inserting that into the online marketplace. That
I
way, make you a market of one instead of a market of none.
Ah, awesome, awesome. So we met in 2020, and I think you were a guest at the conference I did in 2020. And then in 2021, you became a sponsor, and we've been hooked at the hip ever since. Tell me your story behind branding. You're really a creative. You're also an art director, or you held that position at one point. So tell me your story. How did you get to be the branding expert?
Well, I was kind of that weird kid in school that always did something art related. It's always been a big part of my life. I actually drew a picture of Montezuma's castle 15 years ago, and my parents went and visited it recently, and so they did a comparison side by side. So that kind of kid. And I always knew that I wanted to be my own business owner and run an agency for design. So I took as many art classes as humanly possible. Was probably in every kid's art show or contest that you've ever seen, and I decided to start my own business in 2016.
I love it. And you are killing the game, lady.
Thank you.
Everybody that I've sent your way has loved the work that you've done, but you have evolved, right? So now you're not just the artist and the conceptual logo creator. You have evolved into being much bigger marketing agency. So give us some more insight into how you can help business owners.
Sure. So, just about last year, I decided to expand the agency from just offering design services and branding in print, which is all of what I do. And I decided to add multiple services to that. And the reason I did that was collaboration. So, when we work with someone, it's great. Now you have a brand, logo, the whole package. But I usually got a question of, what's next? I need something for social media. I need copy for my websites. I need printed business cards. And so instead of saying no, I just decided to say yes and find the right partners to collaborate with and do that.
So collaboration is a lot of who you are. I've seen you, like I told the story about you and Val, but I've seen you do lots of collaborations. Why do you think that collaborations are important to a small business owner?
Well, you can't do it alone. You can try and you're only going to get so far, but you can't do it alone. And so why not make an entire package that you can give to people with all of the experts and then make that person also more successful in business? My whole idea is for everyone to make the most money as possible. So I can't sit here and do everything. I don't have enough time. You're going to run out of time. And so that's why we work with contractors, is because they're the experts in that specific service, and that means they're good at their job. And I'm only going to use the people that are really good at this, so we can create a full picture of what your brand actually is and show that in the online marketplace.
I love that. I think that is so important. You can't do it all. So part of networking is to find the collaborative partners that you can refer business to, building the know, like, and trust. So you can refer business to them, they can refer business to you. You guys can come together and maybe do events together, but really nobody is an island. And part of networking is finding those people that they already have a community, you have a community, and blending those two communities. Would you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah. So you are and you're young and you're talented, and you started speaking now, and I think when you spoke at the conference, that was your first time getting out there.
First time.
Who are the audiences you love speaking to?
Well, I really like working with people that need a personal brand. Nowadays, almost everyone sits in a saturated market. Think real estate agents, think financial advisors. I can tell you for a fact there are over 94,000 real estate agents in Arizona alone. And they need to figure out how to stand out from the crowd. And so that's what really I like to do, is get to know you, get to know the business, because unless we have a relationship, we really don't decide to work together. And I think that helps bring the takeaway, or give me takeaways and bring the vision to life.
Absolutely. I agree. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to ask you the 2 key questions that I ask everyone. And then we're going to talk about how you and I are collaborating as well. We'll be right back with my guest, Caitlin Penny.
Let's get drastic, building relationships to get you known, get you connected, and get paid.
Is your current brand and marketing strategy not working? Do you feel stressed, frustrated, or stuck in not getting the exposure or engagement you want? Do you need the help of an experienced and knowledgeable team that can get you the results you desire?
We are Goodall,
Hill,
and Wallet, your creative brand and marketing strategists.
With over 30 years of combined experience, we help your brand to stand out, to attract and engage customers, and grow revenue. Take our free brand and marketing assessment quiz on our site.
We deliver your game plan,
Help you to have a healthy mindset about your brand.
and with your winning team to help you deliver results.
we are GHW, GHWmarketingstrategy.com.
Thank you to GHW for being a sponsor this year at the Viral Networking Conference 2023. We'll come back to that in a second. So, Caitlin, the first question I have for you is, what's the biggest drastic step you've ever taken in business?
I think it is actually building this team within the past year.
Yeah. Why was that so drastic?
Well, I was going to say speaking on your stage first, and then this came along. So I think that when you're a one-man show, it's a lot different than having a team to handle. And you have to take a step back and figure out all the processes and systems. So please make sure to do that before you decide to try and handle people on top of that. But at the same time, being on my own for 5 years, everything was up in my head. So it took a lot to put everything on paper. And also you have to find the right people, and it does not go that way the first time, trust me. It's kind of trial and error. And then you have to figure out how to sell everyone's services. And while you might be the owner of the business, you are now the CEO, which is different. So you have to be working on the business, not in the business. And some people don't realize what that takes and what kind of things you have to be paying attention to. And you might not like those things, because most people start their business to do the thing that they offer, not run the internals of the business. And so I had to figure out a lot of those things. I have a business manager running some of those tasks now, and project management. And, there is a difference of being an integrator versus being a visionary. And I can tell you that I am the visionary, not the integrator. So that took a minute to figure out.
Yeah. To go from solo to team. Not only that, but you got mouths to feed now.
Right.
That's another really big thing. And so I get that. But if anybody can do it, you are doing it. And I'm very proud of you. I can say I knew her when. Well, this is a big question for you, because next to me, you're one of the biggest networkers I know. So how has networking helped you to grow your business?
Well, it has helped tremendously. I think in business, you cannot be a wallflower if you're the business owner. You have to walk into a room and own it. And so there are definitely some strategies within networking, but we can get to that later. But a great example would be your conference. I mean, I spoke on stage and it was my first time, so I was very intimidated with you being you.
Oh.
I was like, oh man, now I have to go up next after that. But I think, you make a lot of connections and you meet people that you wouldn't have otherwise. And then you get to figure out a follow-up system within that. And I think, the last time we spoke, I probably made about $30,000 off of just speaking on your stage for definitely not even close of that in an investment. So it was definitely fruitful, and we can talk all day long about networking the right way.
Yeah. Well, you definitely live my mantra, which is show up, be up, follow up, and your business will blow up. And I've watched you since 2020 online be able to grow your business. And let's be clear, Caitlin does business with people everywhere. She lives in Phoenix, but her business is global. So if you are interested in connecting with her, we'll show you her information in a second. But before we get there, you said yes to me to co-host one of my tour stops in Phoenix.
Yes,
and listen, if I could pick up and move to Phoenix, I would do that in a heartbeat. And so it's one of my favorite places. I am so grateful you said yes. So let's tell everybody where it's going to be. You know better than me. And then when it's going to be and why they should be there. And I'll let you tell it from your perspective.
Okay, so Tony is coming to Phoenix, everyone. So mark your calendars for August 18th and 19th. We are going to have this tour at the Better Business Bureau of Phoenix. So the Better Business Bureau is somewhere that you can register, and basically it just tells everyone that you're legit. Tony, we will be offering VIP tickets and general sales. For VIPers, we'll be doing a special dinner for you the night before on the 18th. And then we're going to have a workshop all day on the 19th. Well, most of the day on the 19th. And you will hear from both Tony and myself on stage.
Yeah. And everybody leaves my event with appointments. Caitlin is the reigning champion for appointments at the conference. And she can tell you, she already told you she made $30,000, and it started with her booking appointments on the spot at the event. So that's the strategy I teach. I demand that everybody leave my events with appointments, and it will change your life when you show up. You got to show up in order to blow up. And so this is a great opportunity. Again, we're doing a VIP dinner, only 10 tickets for that. It's intimate. It's not a big group. And so 10 tickets for that. And then we have, I think 25 seats for the tour stop. So get your ticket, go to VNC2023.com, and I'll show you that after our next break. Caitlin, how can everybody get in touch with you if they need a brand strategy session?
Awesome. So you can find me everywhere on social media, because you have to keep up a brand awareness on social media. So you can find us at coppertheorycreative.com. And then my phone number is also 480-738-6377. Shoot me a text, write me an email, and we will definitely get together, because as Tony said, anyone who comes to this event is definitely going to have something on their calendar, because we're standing in front of them. So
well, there are two queens of booking appointments on the spot. So you are not getting out that room without new relationships. Well, thank you so much for saying yes to partnering with me. And I look forward to seeing you in August, and your network. Hopefully they will show up. It's going to be life-changing. You got to be in the room where it happens. Yes, that's Hamilton. For those of you who are fans, it's true. You have to be in the room where things are happening. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Love you. We'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, we are back, and I want to show you where to get registered for the Viral Networking Conference Tour and the conference itself. It's October 4th through 6th is the conference. The tour in Phoenix again is August 18th and 19th. Click this blue button, register for the city tour, and then we'll send you an invitation with all the address details. So get registered there. Space is limited, and you want to make sure you claim your seat. But then also, if you're not in Phoenix or in one of the tour cities, go ahead and register for the October 4th through 6th conference. It is all in person. I decided not to do virtual this year because I need y'all to show up. And I know virtual, you're half there because the kids are crying, your camera's off. I need you to show up. We've made it affordable. There's a hotel. Our hotel rate is only $97 a night, double occupancy. So show up and bring a friend. And then that way y'all can share a hotel, and it's a good hotel. Okay. So it is not a cheap hotel. We also have early bird, $297 for general admission, but you want to be VIP because you want to be with the people who play and pay at a higher level. So early bird is $797. You will get $797 worth of contacts, and look at all the benefits as well. So you definitely want to be in the room. Go to the viralnetworkingconference.com and get signed up, or you can go to VNC2023.com. I want to thank you all for staying and listening and showing up on this show. Everything, I get so much great feedback about what you're learning on this show from our guests. So keep showing up and share. Please share it on your page, share it in your social media. The more people we got helping one another, the more we all win. And I will see you next week. This is Tony Harris Taylor saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow, and we will see you soon. Bye.
With Tony Harris.